Hello. Wait a couple minutes to let Instagram tell my followers I'm live. It has frozen. It's very slow. Okay, it's normal. Cool. Hello, Sadhana Om. What's up? Hey, Katie, you made it. Hello, Heather. So I am very proud of myself because I have the camera going the right way today, so you don't have to flip your camera or your phone. Little things, right? Welcome. Namaste. If we haven't met before, my name is Alay. My pronouns are they, them. Hey, Darcy. It's really important for everyone, not just trans or gender nonconforming people, to say their pronouns at the beginning of their yoga or meditation class. So I hope that by sharing that, more people can start to create inclusive spaces. Hello, True Earth Yoga. How are you all doing? You can share in the chat. Or you could just reflect on it yourself. Alright, let's get started. I apologize if there's a little bit of background noise. I'm in a large apartment building and they collect the trash every day. It's incredible. So just start to withdraw your senses coming into yourself. Find a tall, upright seated position. If your legs are crossed, I challenge or invite you to not knock down your Monstera pillow. I'm just joking. As you switch the cross of your legs. Sit differently today. See how that feels in the body. Finding that comfortable seat here. Bring your attention within. Close your eyes if it's comfortable. Or just bring the gaze down low. We'll start with the sound of Om. Om represents the infinite. We're all connected through the sound of Om. Inhale and exhale completely. You're just joining, welcome. My name is Alay and my pronouns are they, them. I invite you to grab a grounding tool if you have something near you. I've picked this brown rock. To be honest, I'm not sure what it is, but to me it looks like clay, like the earth, and it feels very grounding to me, so that's what I chose today. I have Palo Santo here. I know it's going extinct, but I bought it before I knew. And it's my last pieces, so I'm just going to use it to, I don't want to use the word smudge, but clear the air. And I'm from the Dharma Yoga lineage, as you can see from my shirt. So I'm going to chant a mantra for purification. If you know it, you may join along, and if not, just enjoy the sounds. The mantra is to purify the air, the ground, and the nadis, or the psychic channels. Om apavitraha pavitra va sarva vashtangatu piva yaha smarit pandrigaksham sabahya byantraha sujjay. Om apavitraha pavitra va Sarva Vashtanga Topi Va Yaha Smarit Pandrikaksham Sabahya Vyantraha Sujjay. I'm going to drop my Venmo in the chat so that you can pay me if you feel like you receive anything from this time together. And I don't know how to pin it, so that's that. Hello, Jessica. We're just getting started. So I'd like to take a moment to recognize the land that I'm on, which is stolen from the Piscataway, and recognize the Southeast Asian and Indian ancestors, to say thank you, from which these practices come. Now let's do a little bit of moving our body. I'm feeling stiff, and maybe you are too. So just kind of move your shoulders. Maybe they come back, maybe they go side to side, shaking around, opening the chest. This has been vital ever since I got top surgery. You can move the shoulders up, back, and down. And then release that rock if you're holding one. Bring your arms out to your sides. Feel them lengthening, extending out. Slowly reach the arms up. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. And then lower them back down. It's like drawing a huge, beautiful rainbow. So let's do it again with the breath. Inhale. Exhale, arms back down. A couple more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then release the arms. Draw your right arm across the chest. Grab the elbow with the left hand. Feel the shoulders opening, the back side of the heart. Breathe in to any sensations. Switch the arms. Extend the left arm across the chest. Use your right arm to hold it in place. Notice if the two sides are different. That's normal. And release. I like to do this little thing where I grab my hands behind my head. Just kind of readjust. And do the other hand. Coming back to stillness. Make sure you're sitting up straight. Engage your core if it helps the low back. Bring a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. Notice if you're clenching your jaw, and just release it. You can always do this funny thing with the jaw where you go. It feels amazing. And then you can maybe do like half circles with the neck. Try to not go too fast or too rigorous. Just checking in with the back of the body. Or I mean, the neck. It does connect to your back though. Notice your breath now. How is it? Is it fast or slow? Deep or shallow? As we meditate on the breath, notice if your mind wanders off and just bring it back. Tune in to your breath. Can you feel it? Is it triggering to concentrate on? If so, notice that. Bring both your hands to your chest. Feel any heat here, tension, and keep breathing. And if you have any questions or feedback, you can drop it in the chat at any time. You bring your hands to the back of the neck. Say hello. I see you. I'm here for you. Our body often, just like us, just wants to be seen and heard. Release the hands back to... Hello, I'm back. It paused due to poor connection. That's funny. At least I opened my eyes. Hello, Brittany. Join me for a little Your Time morning meditation. Back to where we were. Reach your left ear towards your left shoulder, opening up the right side of the neck and shoulder. Breathe into any sensations. Noticing if you start yawning like me, because it's relaxing. You can feel like a really deep opening here, and just notice any resistance. Slowly lift the head back to center and close your eyes for a moment. Again, notice the jaw. Are you clenching your teeth? Notice the shoulders, the patterns of holding tension in the body. Drawing no conclusions. Remain the witness. See if you can sit up a little bit taller. If you can relax the face a little bit. Let's do calming breathing. I'm feeling a little bit anxious, and you might be too. So calming breathing is a pretty simple exercise, or pranayama, which is breath control. And prana is like energy or life force, so it's that thing that keeps us alive, basically. And if our prana is controlled, if you can say, then we'll feel much better. Like we'll feel in control ourselves and almost empowered, if you will. So let's try this. You're going to inhale for 4 seconds, and then you'll hold the breath for 4 seconds, and you'll exhale for 4 seconds, and then hold the breath for 4 seconds. So it's like square breathing. 4, 4, 4, 4. Inhale and exhale completely. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. I just counted weird. Let's try again. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Om, Om, continue. And conclude. Return the breath to normal. Sorry about that. I got a phone call. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. It was my sponsor. I want to recognize that breathing can be, it can be difficult, and for those of us with trauma, which all individuals have trauma and we're all in different places of working through it, it can be difficult to do breath work because it can trigger the fight or flight state response or freeze that a lot of us live in already. And so I just want to recognize it can be difficult, and if you're experiencing that, just notice it and don't get too attached to where you are today because it can change tomorrow. So let's do more breathing. We'll do alternate nostril. Bring your left hand like this in Jnana Mudra and your right hand like this. So the first two fingers are down. You're going to use your thumb and your index finger to control the breath. So this hand, left hand's like this, right hand like this. So I'll demonstrate first. You're going to breathe in through the left nostril, block the right, and breathe out through the right. So again, in right, hold, close both, exhale left. In right, hold, close, exhale right. In, hold, out. So let's try that together. All right. Inhale and exhale completely. Block the right, inhale through left. Hold, close. Exhale right. Inhale right. Hold, close. Exhale left. Inhale. Close. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In left. Out right. In. Out left. Keep going like that on your own. your next exhale out, conclude, return the breath to normal. Rest both hands on your thighs in Jnana Mudra. Notice the breath without drawing conclusions or drawing or making judgments. Is it a little bit slower, a little bit calmer? Or did that disturb the mind? Just notice. Does anyone have questions about the breathing we've done so far? Or just about me being a non-binary fat yoga instructor, or life, or COVID? I had COVID. I know that this can be a really anxiety-producing time. I think as a collective we're somewhat paralyzed by a state of fear and anxiety. And I just want to name that and say that I get it. And I'm very blessed. You're welcome, Jay. I'm very blessed to have already had COVID in a way, because I feel less anxiety walking around on the street, like much less than I did before I had COVID. And I feel it's a little hard to relate to people now because thanks, Jay. I don't feel the anxiety that people have. And yet I feel it from other people. I absolutely feel it coming and coming at me, and just they're exuding. So I just want to say, like, that's okay. Like, I, as a person, have anxiety as well about other things. And yeah, I really want to, like, erase the stigma, the mental health stigma around anxiety, or like just mental health stuff, because we can be really afraid as a culture to talk about it, and hesitant. Even in the yoga world, people say it's just the mind. It's like, yeah, well, like, these are real things. Like, mental health struggles are real. And so if you're feeling them, like, know that that's completely valid, and I'm happy to talk about suggestions. I'm not a doctor, but I've found a lot of things that work for me, including the practices I'm sharing here. And just know I'm a resource. And if you feel you benefited, that was my bed, in any way from the practices, I'll share my Venmo here. I'd love support, but, like, you know, money is real, and if you can't afford, just please enjoy the practices, and that's cool too. Yes, Arise Yoga Wellness, it's so real, and people really need to talk about it. So let's just close with a little bit of meditation. Maybe today's topic, if we have one, we don't have to have one, is mental health and just how we're like actually doing. Start to tune into your breath again. Again, noticing the jaw, if it's tight or locked, and move it around a bit. Hello, Sonia. I'm so glad, Heather. Notice your face. Is it tense? Is your forehead furrowing the brows, the temples? Bring your hands to your face if you'd like, acknowledging the jaw, the hands, noticing how it's doing. Release the hands, returning back to the breath. Notice your breath. How is it? Is it fast? Is it slow? Deep or shallow? Can you feel the breath or not? Noticing the breath where it is today, in this moment in time. Knowing it's always constantly changing and shifting. Sinking into silence here in our last moments together. I feel so much more relaxed. You can start to open your eyes, coming back to the room. I hope you feel more relaxed. I hope you feel better. And if you don't, that's fine too. I've had a million meditations where I was like, this is not working. This is not it. So wherever you are is perfect. Dharma says that everything is perfect. And that doesn't mean in a whitewashy way. It means like surrender and all will be well. And it means like we don't have to strive so hard. Everything's in alignment, and if we get quiet and settle and kind of detach from the mind's wanderings, we can see this. And it can be really hard to see it without the quietness, the regular practice to going within. So whether that means journaling or drawing a tarot card, I encourage you to keep doing this. And thank you for showing up today with me. I'm teaching queer and trans yoga Thursday at 6 p.m. online. And I'm going to teach yoga in the park on Sunday. I did it this past Sunday and it was super fun. It was so nice to teach in person. It was healing. And I think that everyone who came felt the same way. So just message me if you're interested in an in-person class. It'll be Sunday at 10 a.m. And if you got anything from this practice, I'd love if you could share with your friends and let others know about these meditations that I'm doing. I'm going to create more videos and keep sharing. And I'd love if you spread the word. Donations are appreciated. This class is free. But if you have anything to give, my Venmo's in my bio, and I dropped it in the chat a couple times. If anyone has questions or comments, I'd love to hear what you got to say. And there's two events going on that I put in my stories today. There's one with the State of Union Instagram account, which Sean Curry Goldstein and Yogi J. Miles started, to my knowledge, and it's about racism in the yoga industry, or it's uplifting the voices of Black and brown yogis, and they're talking tonight about listening. So that's going to be really great. And also Hawa Kasat, my neighbor, is talking with Bluebird Sky and Spread Love or With Love DC. So that's going to be a really good event. I'm going to be at one of them. So I encourage you to keep going within and exploring your bias too. How we can make the yoga industry really for all. Thanks for coming, Katie. I'm so glad you came. It was so good to have you, and please have a good day, everyone. DM me with questions or feedback, and I'm going to put captions on this. I'm looking into that already today. So thanks for your patience with me on that. Namaste. Let's close out with 1 Om and 3 Shantis. Shanti means peace in Sanskrit. Ah. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May we all continue to be receptive to that great intelligence that lies equally inside of each one of us. Om Shanti.